What's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Um, Basically, have a bunch of bulk cards in my trade binder. Nothing too crazy, just a bunch of EXs and whatnot. But kind of just wanted to talk about, where this channel's headed, like what I plan to do it with it, how I want things to go, and while I'm doing that, just gonna organize the binder. So, as of now, this whole binder is just all my bulk hits, mixed with Japanese, a little bit of Travel Festival when it came out, but basically just wanted to organize it a bit because there's so much stuff in here that I kind of want to just either leave, like stuff that aren't going to be played, like for example this card right here, this Iron Boulder EX, not playable at all, to be honest, even in the future decks. So just kind of wanted to sort through them on camera while organizing, and I know it's probably going to take a minute, but I just want to do something different. Content has been a little bit slow. School's been going on. I graduate in May. Well, I guess this video comes out in May, but graduate in in a week. And so just wanted to focus on school, get work out of the way, and then be able to have more time for content. Because as often as I think about it, school is always nice. It's always a good way to keep yourself busy and whatnot, which is not really the point. The point is to, make yourself, I guess, keep yourself in check, make yourself do work, and all that sort of stuff. And you can use that to better yourself and, I guess, work on what you want for school, and kind of help yourself. Damn, I keep getting cut off, but basically what I was trying to get at is finally have time to, really not have school in the back burner. Just now that it's done, I'll be able to focus on what I want to do, be able to apply for new things, kind of move forward in my life. And yeah, it's a lot going on in everyone's life. And like living in New York, I'm sure those who are from New York understand, like every day there's so much going on. Everyone's life you got to keep up with. And yeah, I just wanted to get it out of the way. And now that I'll have that time soon, hopefully I'll be able to like kind of lock in for that. Maybe work on some more videos while also, furthering the career, whether or not I want to fully do just YouTube. Okay, maybe not just YouTube. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I had, not back burner school. I didn't want to have school in the back burner. I just wanted to like focus on it, get it done with, and then move forward from there. But yeah, it's been like whole lot of stuff going on for school. But now that that's done, I'll be able to focus on what I want to do here. So obviously I have no script for what I'm saying. I'm just kind of spitballing here. But I've seen this other YouTuber. I think his account is PokeLou. His videos, like, even though there's not like a lot of editing and a lot of snazziness in the video itself, it's just him being able to really focus in on just the actual content of Pokemon cards. and kind of just speak his mind and do his own thing while, you know, it's just like the simplicity of his channel. I kind of feel like that's what I want to do as well. Making it too snazzy is a little annoying. And it's like really hard to edit. Obviously, I don't got the bread to have an editor, and I myself was struggling to have the time to edit because I wanted school out of the way, and then having work, and then you come back from work and you're super tired. It's just a bunch of different things that kind of hold you back, you know. But again, everything happens for a reason, and I know I've like this channel has been like so on and off, and I kind of I know it slows down like how things roll or whatever, but I just wanted to eventually just come out and just talk about all that sort of stuff, you know. So I thought this was the best way to do it, just like reorganize the binder. Like you can see, like I have a bunch of recent stuff, so a little bit Sword and Shield era, a lot of playable stuff. I do want to play, like record gameplay of tournaments and stuff. It's just it's harder to find time. Some of these matches take a while, and I guess I could also just I think the best way to go about it is, instead of showing the whole match, I guess I could upload the whole match as well. Matches be like 25-30 minutes sometimes, so it's a lot of content to edit. And so I think there was, I don't know if this is like a true thing, but this is how it is for me. Like editing itself, like every couple minutes adds up to like a certain amount of like every minute to edit in a video costs like maybe like 20 minutes of real time, you know. So it does add up. It's a little hard to get all that done, but I do want to get it done now, you know, since I'll have more time. But yeah, that's kind of, I know that's not really a plan necessarily, but it's an idea of where the channel is gonna go. I just want to be able to post. Again, this is all hobby stuff. I can't really commit to it fully, you know. Living in or being in New York the way things are here, it's hard to commit to certain things like that, especially when there's like no return other than like my own sort of happiness, I guess, and my own goals. But again, like this channel is only, it was, I want it to be just for fun, you know. I don't want to put pressure on myself to constantly upload videos and then burn out and stuff like that. All that sort of stuff. It adds up. All that stress adds up. And I want to just keep it as a way to kind of, you know, upload just hobby stuff and make it simple. But anyways, feel like that's most of the points. I just really wanted to organize this binder and, you know, fix all the stuff going on here. Oh, this is a good counter to Dragapult. Keep forgetting about this. But now that Dragapult is, there's like already good enough counters. I guess not really, but there's already so much other stuff going on with that. It's a freaking regular Tarot Orb I had in there. This Sylveon, opened so much Prismatic. I pulled so many of these regular Sylveon EXs. It's kind of annoying. Got this play stamp one. It's really nice. Oh, look, here goes another Sylveon. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure. So I have this promo Deoxys EX from those tins back in the day. It's in pretty bad shape. A lot of whitening on the corners and stuff. But whatever. This was just there to have. Also have this Mewtwo from, I believe, Next Destinies. I'm not even sure. I know I'm yapping a little, but I feel like that's the best way to take it apart. I've been watching a couple of different YouTubers like who do similar. Not to say that I'm like even on their level, but they do similar content where they want to like they just organizing and then they talk as they're organizing. So I figure why not try it out. This is a regular one as well. I swapped it out for the play stamp one for one of the decks, but basically moving forward, the whole purpose of the channel is really gonna be to be hobby focused, and then I want to post like more matches and stuff like that, and I think having the channel be focused on that sort of stuff be a little easier. Maybe make it, I don't know, making it a little bit more easier for new people. Of course I'm gonna still do openings and stuff like that, but I don't know. It's a lot on my mind right now. I'm trying to figure out what I really want to do, but I know I want to, like, for sure matches are gonna be a thing. Matches and tournament stuff, and you know, maybe new decks, maybe deck lists, and break down like what I play, because for me personally, I really don't enjoy playing meta, and I know that's the best way to win. Even though I sometimes, like, to a certain extent, you know, meta is always going to be relevant for the game itself, but and for like how I play, because just because I'm not going to play it doesn't mean other people aren't going to play it at all, you know. So it's definitely something I want to I guess it's something that I try to avoid, because I like, you know, having more fun with the decks that I play. And like, I think earlier here I pulled it out. Let's see. Oh, it's not here. Never mind. Like things like Hydreigon, Hydrapple, like those decks sort of feel like they have more, there's like a more fun aspect to it. Like Guardy is super powerful right now, even though we lost Refinement, Curlia. But I wanna be able to, like this card right here. This card has potential. It does 200 damage, discards, and then 130 to 3 Pokemon. It's just, there's no way to have a consistent amount of energy attached to it. There's so many ways you can get it done, but it's still hard, you know. But getting it off in the first place is really nice, really fun. I will try, like even this card, I had a whole deck based on Okidogi at a certain point, but it's again not consistent, you know. Like consistency is what makes these matches or these games like help you win, and a lot of these decks struggle with that. So hopefully moving forward, I want to try to make some new fun decks. I know for the Win TCG he does really nice stuff. Like he'll play like non-meta decks all the time, and they're really fun. TCG Live itself, I could also do content on that. Probably will, starting soon, but again, it's all about like being able to manage the time and having a good editor, and like having, because I think the main thing that really pushes me away is just like having to edit every single video. And at first it's nice, it's easy, but then like things start adding up, and you know, you start getting you left back on certain videos that came out earlier. certain ideas you want that you want to work on, and then you end up never doing. Like all this sort of stuff just kind of adds up, and then kind of makes you feel like, you know, there's no point in doing all of it. But again, like, I still want to do it. Just being able to find the time and place to do it. I've seen someone play a deck with this, with Teal Mask Ogre Pawn. Not exactly sure how crazy this could go, but could definitely run this with Perilous Jungle. Could get the confusion off, the poison off, so it does 150 plus 30, and then if they're stuck there with the confusion, somehow, I don't know how exactly it'll work, but I seen it like just briefly on Twitter. I would, like, you know, when you open Twitter and there's a deck list out there, and then or a post out there, and then you look at it and then it goes away in like 2 seconds, and then you can never find that post again. But that's how I saw it. But there's definitely some sauce. A lot of these cards are like, I know most of them are bulk, except like these Dragapult, because Dragapult's super playable. But most of the other cards are bulk, and I'll probably let go of them and sort, but I'm gonna have to sort through them first. Like this whole page right here on this right side, it's a lot of playable cards with Cleffa and Pidgeot. Even though low-key, as good as Pidgeot is, like, I feel like Noctowl is really taking its place now. But with fewer Terra Pokemon, or no more Terra Pokemon coming out, I think it's kind of stuck here. I think the idea of Terra Pokemon in TCG was really fun. Well, I didn't even sleeve this, bro. Let's Cleffa, who cares? It's still a playable card with the Grasping Draw. Draw until you have 7. But I think a lot of people just end up playing Badoo anyway. It is nice though to have Cleffa, especially in Zard and stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to make sure that everything that I have here is organized. I'll probably keep all the Japanese separate, but I'm gonna keep it organized by playable and then, or not playable and then playable. That way I can actually see what I can use. This is the play step turtle I was talking about earlier. Just see what I can use and can't use, or can and can't use. I think I pulled this in my Surging Sparks, first booster box of Surging Sparks. Have no use for it yet, but in the event that I ever play Joltik box, which is probably meta, well, it's starting to become super popular. If I ever do make it, I'll probably run this. But like I said, like, I need to learn to stop always playing non-meta stuff at league tournaments, because obviously you're paying $10 to enter, $10, $15, $20 to enter a tournament. You don't want to sit there and just get your ass handed to you constantly. You want to be able to play well. So after a certain point, certain things will kind of add up in that aspect. And I'd much rather have a better chance at winning. So I definitely want to, you know, learn to get better at the game. Again, I only started in August. It's not like I've been playing for forever, but there's certain like cards that I really like that I wish could work a little bit better. But the fact of the matter is, like, a lot of cards in rotation right now are just better than the others, you know. So it is tough, but it's also totally worth it. Because again, I just want to open more packs from the challenge, to be honest, and maybe get a good amount of points if I ever do league challenges. But again, the main focus is just to get just for fun, have some fun. And this past tournament that I went to was pretty bad, so I just need to maybe rethink some of the decks I have, like the Hydreigon and Blaziken that I have, which is not as consistent as it was when I was playing it. I guess I thought it was consistent, but halfway through playing, I realized like there's no way for me to have a proper draw, and if you get Badooed, it's kind of clipped. You know, like so many people were playing Badoo, and I literally couldn't do anything. This is like I guess the bigger hitters in the binder, by the way. It's got the Noibat from Journey and the Hops Wooloo from Journey. If they ever do rotate out Boss Order, I definitely would. This would probably see way more play, but as of now, not really. Only really an option for the newer, quote-unquote, newer decks, like the Zacian and Arcaludon, to be honest. Mainly Zacian, but if you're playing Zacian, I think Arcaludon fits in there too. And these are the Japanese cards. Except, well, obviously this is not the Japanese, but most of these are like the Japanese cards. This is from Terastal. I think this is also from Terastal, but yeah, it's I think these are from previous boxes I've opened. But yeah, I'm probably gonna separate all the Japanese. See if I can sell it on eBay or whatever. All these bulk carts, all these old V's. As nice as they are, they're not really. They're just sitting in here. I don't know if anyone's trying to master set an old Sword and Shield era set. I honestly don't even know where most of this is from. This looks like the Japanese equivalent of Champion's Path and like Legendary Heartbeat and stuff like that. I don't know exactly what set it is, but I know back in the day I opened a lot of old Japanese or Sword and Shield era Japanese. And you see some Sun and Moon stuff with the Rayquaza GX, Keldeo GX, and then the Incineroar right here. But yeah, like I really have no use for all these Japanese cards. I originally got them way back when, and unless it's like a nice hit, like these regular Vs, at least the Vs, that like I used to really not like the GX, but the GXs look way cleaner than the Vs. Like, let me see if I could just put these down and then you see, compare the two. I think the Incineroar, maybe Colossal is not a good example, but like the Dragapult and the Incineroar. Like I'd much rather have pulled this than this. The Vs back then, I don't know. It's just not my thing. Don't like the art on them. Of course, the alt arts were nice, but they just seem a little too plain. Not enough going on. Like this Keldeo right here has a nice little background, and then the border like makes it kind of pop. I know the Steelix is a nice background, but the card looks so like flat. I don't know. That's just me though. Could just be bugging. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Almost done with the binder. I think we have like a couple more pages left. Yeah. So I have this page, and then I have this page. This Celebi Amazing Rare is going up in price. Honestly, I don't know why they're not more expensive. I know they were easy to pull, but those cards were super clean. Right here is more of the quote-unquote better stuff. My trade binder is really bad just because I like holding onto my cards. I only put like duplicates in here, you know. Otherwise, like, I don't know, it's hard for me to really let go of certain things. But yeah, that's the whole binder. Keep the gel, silica gel in there to make sure it's moisture free, you know. But yeah, that's kind of where my headspace is at. Oh, another thing is like a lot of the times I go to tournaments and I meet new people, and it's really nice, of course, meeting all these nice people, and they're super extravagant they got like really crazy trade binders and stuff. And then you see me with like a bunch of these in the binder. Feels a little crazy. Because again, like, I'm not trying to spend my whole life savings on this hobby, but it'd be nice to see like some low-end trade. Someone might want something here. But yeah, I'm just trying to have this set as playables, bulk EXs, maybe someone needs for a master set or something like that. And then the out of rotation cards, that'll probably go with the bulk. And then like the bigger hitters, I wouldn't even say this is like a big hit, but compared to like an Ampharos V, the Celebi would still be a little bit better. If anyone would be interested in that, I'd probably keep it in that the very end, because that way I can at least have a little bit more organization. Like these art rares can go together, like this Obstagoon. I think it's really nice. I think I pulled this from a I forgot what that thing is called. Isn't that box where Zacian and Zamazenta are on there? I don't know the full name. Legendary Warriors collection box. That one could have been nice, but I pulled that from that box. It's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. That box, I had like 14 packs and I had like 3-4 pulls, and they were like super basic pulls. It is what it is, you know, taking out. But yeah, so this is gonna be the last page, all the illustration rares. Like I still think these are like nice banger cards to have. Like this Kyogre, this Professor Sycamore, Pokemon Ranger, Melanie, Birdkeeper, then the illustration rares. Try to keep all those together. But like all this bulk stuff, probably gonna move out. The shinies over here, I got the shiny Froakie. Stored in the back. Honestly, there's no point of me taking these out because they're probably gonna go back in the same slot anyway. This will probably go better with the Amazing Rares. This is Yveltal Amazing Rare. Put it in this corner right here. And then I think that covers all of them. Well, I guess I have these 2 IRs, or these 4. I guess I can throw them back here as well, since they are going to be just sitting here for a while. And the better cards will sit here as well. Or the more collector-esque cards will sit in the back here. So yeah, that's all of that. And then now this whole binder is empty. Close it up for now, and then time to sort through all the bulk cards. So I'm probably gonna do like trainer cards and have a pile of Japanese and then sort the Japanese after. So maybe I should do it now. I think I'll just sort the Japanese after. So I'll have this card, the Colossal, Double, Zamazenta, all creamy. Throw that under. Might as well just sort of organize it now. The Ampharos, the Zarude. Yeah, they put all the VMAXs together. Right, yep. Okay, so that's our first pile. Then I'll have my trainer pile. These are already sleeved, but I could just throw them out the sleeve and then put them in, but it's still playable. Just keep it just in case if I ever need to. So that'll be one pile. Stamp promo. If I have a duplicate for this, put A-Specs separately. The non-playable items, I'm not sure if we'll ever get V-Stars back. It's still nice, but I'm not sure. Honestly, I'll keep it in that trainer. And then the bulk EXs can go here. Playable EXs go here, and then the trainer cards here. Then this Cleffa, I'll still keep it. They're still playable Pokemon, but I'll keep it a separate pile right here. And then we'll keep moving forward. So got the GX, Rayquaza GX, more Japanese V's. Got this Janine Pokeball, more these. I think this is pretty much all the Japanese, or most of the Japanese that I have. Cramorants, this Eternity Silk looks really good. And then I guess this has to go with it too. I know it's an A-Spec. Maybe I can use it as proxy. So I'll probably throw that in the A-Spec pile as well. Not that I'm using maximum belt anyway. But in the case that something comes out and it's usable, I can throw it. It's a bunch of Arceus V that I have. These will probably go into my bulk V slots. So I'll just keep that here. Then I have Neutralization Zone, all these playable. It's my third Sparkling Crystal, goddamn. These playable A-Specs, and I guess the items and tools I'll throw in here as well. But I'll keep that here. All the A-Specs over here. And I'll throw the Japanese one underneath. Let's go through the next pile. Got Volcanion. This is Japanese. Pidgeot, super playable. Throw that over here. Magcargo. Do I see this having play? Yeah, this is not. This could do 140, 140. What is that? 280. This could potentially kill everything, but being able to put an energy on the top, I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I don't see that having much play. It's a Japanese Iron Thorns. Could be a proxy. Probably not going to run as a proxy though. Cornerstone Ogrepon, very good for control decks. Keep that in playable. Earthworm, not very playable. Sylveon going into the Japanese pile. Playable, not playable. Playset of Dragapult. You have Okidogi as well. Tyranitar V, that'll go in the V pile. Screamtail, not very playable. Roaring Moon EX, very playable. Could throw this in my future box. Probably will, but this can go in the items and tool. Luxray, I've actually seen someone play this. This could be playable. I don't see it being played too often, but yeah, I'll throw this in here as well. Next pile. Got Cyclozar, not very playable. Lycanroc, not very playable. I see this having play, but like with the way format is, like this could be like a rogue deck. The way format is, I don't think this is like super possible. It's only one retreat cost, which is really nice. And then it just basically like kills itself. Discard this Pokemon, all attached cards. Like you need to set up a lot of them. I don't see this having play. Keep it on that side just for now because I don't see it having play right now. Sandy Shocks. Don't see this having play either. Victini does not play. I did see someone play this. It's pretty solid. Like kind of like a almost built-in Precious Trolley. I know it's not 5, but for 1 energy, that's pretty solid. I'll keep it here just in case. Cargo not playable. Blissey is very... There's some decks that run it. I think it's an option. Teal Mask Overpond playable. It's a good second attacker in dark type decks. Walking Wake not playable at all. Same with Monkey. Same with Alakazam. Venusaur maybe. Greninja for sure. Milotic for sure. Incineroar not. This could run. I just don't see how well it plays. It feels like it's not too consistent. I got the Iron Boulder. Got a Japanese Gouging Fire. I'll keep that on the side. This could be playable. Some people might play it. I'll keep it on the side as well. Then I have Crydon. Crydon, this one, maybe? I'm not sure. Probably not. Iron Leaves is playable. Greninja is playable. Being able to Shinobi Blade. This is only playable in like certain decks. Like Jolteon Box runs it to counter certain Pokemon, but this card right here, Shinobi Blade, super nice. Being able to hit the bench with Mirage Barrage is super nice. Scovillain, it is possible. This attack might be nice. Being able to keep them in the front and they're burned. That sounds really nice. It's like a good stall card, but I'm not too sure what deck I'd run that in right now. And then Torterra. There are decks with Torterra as well. But it doing only 3 times 5 is what, like, am I being slow? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 150 damage for 1 energy. As nice as that is, just doesn't feel as consistent. Then we got our Alakazam EX. So all will be our non-playable stuff, and then our playable stuff here. You know. All right, next pile. Let's go keep this moving. Okay, so we got our Hawlucha and Lopunny Pokeball. Probably keep that with Cleffa. A bunch of V cards. Keep that in the V pile. Jolteon. Jolteon's nice. I just don't think 90, that's 180 plus 60. That's like, for 2 energy, that might be nice, but I don't see it being super. It's not as nice as Flareon, is what I'm trying to say. Flareon being able to attach energy from the deck onto a single Pokemon is nice. But I do see maybe when Destin comes out, you could pair this with a Spidops. Would be an easy way to get energy out, but like I feel like Mewtwo already does a good job. Another Ogerpon, Blood Moon, VMAX over here, Koraidon EX, Rotom. Oh, there goes my niece. She goes crazy. Mimikyu, this is very playable. I'll put that over here. Okidogi. I don't know if I put him down there. Honestly, I see it being playable sometimes. Just because I played it once, I'll put it there, and the Petron is super playable. The Goat, Radiant Greninja. I don't see this. Sad that it's not playable anymore, but hopefully they ever do reprint it. I don't know which pile to put it in, to be honest, but I'll put it next to the V's. Got some more V cards. Another Roaring Moon EX. Koraidon. It's a different one. Oh, this is not that good. Never mind. These are extra V's. Another Okidogi. Fortress. Don't see it being playable, but I'll keep it on this side. Did see a Wugtrio deck. It's pretty nice. Sharpclose is playable. Iron Boulder is not. Guardy is. This might have some play, but I'm not too sure. I don't know how consistent that'll be. Some more A specs. Could throw in here. Research. Another A spec. Yes, continue on. Melmetal. Not playable. Iron Leaves, I'll keep one here. This is only good in Future Box. Literally sees no other play. If anyone ever decides to make it, because I think Future Box is a fun deck, I'll throw it in the playable section just so it's easier to find. Espeon, I don't think it's playable. Dragon, I think could be playable. And then Frost Bullet, I don't know if this is too playable. I have tried using it before. It just doesn't feel like it's consistent enough. So it doesn't deal a lot of damage. It does do a little bit of bench hits, but the time of when it first released and having Manaphy out was a little tough to get rid of. Okay. Now we have the Blood Moon Ursaluna. Blood Moon Ursaluna. Still playable. This goes to the Japanese EX pile. This too. This could go thrown here. I'll throw another one here. This Greninja is garbage. Nice Pearl. Flamigo. Nah. UBI. Lucario is garbage. Slacking maybe. Milotic for sure. Great Tusk over there. Palisand over there. Couple of V cards. Throw over here. Worst case, I can always... Most likely, I'll probably be selling these as a bulk option at like a local card shop. Radiant Sword. This is nice. Capturing Aroma, if they ever reprint it, I gotta keep that. Not playable. I wish they made a good Blastoise. Like, this doing only 280 is not too consistent. Venusaur I'll throw in here, at least very super playable. Good counter to Dragapult, you know. This not playable. This Zard could see play when the M board from Black and White comes out. That'd be nice. Got some V cards here. Probably most of these are V cards. I don't really care about these. So I'll throw this to the side. Got the Radiant Heatran. It's not playable at all, but you know, someone who might like shinies, if there's any kids that pull up, they might like it. Gold Psychic. Some more Radiance. Super. Let's see, what does this even do? Whenever any player attaches an energy from their hand to one of their Pokemon V, put 2 down. Yeah. It's kind of whack. Seems like there's better things for that sort of stuff. And then my final pile, Sylveon. Definitely playable. The Angelite is super annoying. Been hit by that a couple times. Kilowattrel for sure not. Okidogi I want to keep. Tatsugiri possibly. Alolan Executor possibly. Palisand. I really wish this worked well too. I like these little unique Pokemon that could be one day super playable, but unfortunately they're not. Same with the Cinderace. Being able to hit for 280, then hit 180 to a different Pokemon is really nice. This straight up kills Mew from the active. Like if it's in the active, the Cinderace in the active and Mew is benched, this can straight up kill it. Wugtrio I'll keep over here. Orthworm and Venusaur. I'll keep a Venusaur here. Orthworm there. This Gengar is also really nice. The tricky steps kind of prevents your Pokemon from using certain attacks your opponent's Pokemon by moving the energy. The Garganacl, I don't know, probably not. Iron Thorns is very popular, very playable. Some Japanese cards, switch, throw over here. The Dunsparce could be playable. Mist Energy I'll keep over here. These are more collector's items. Guess I should have threw that in the back of the binder as well, so I'll keep those here. This I'll keep here. Sylveon over here. Incineroar. Incineroar feels useless now that Blood Moon's in play, to be honest. Dialga also over there. And then Shinpao is very playable. This is also playable to a certain extent. The Jirachi. Mimikyu, this is super annoying. Also a collector's item. I should probably put that in the back as well. Seda, keep that over here. Ogre's Mask, I guess I'd keep that over here too. This Clairvoyant Sense is also very playable in any type of psychic deck where you need to draw. Would be great. Corviknight VMAX, this can go over here. This is also collector's, and then Superior Energy Retrieval. I think that about covers the whole binder. I know it's not a lot of nice hits, but at least there's a decent amount of playable cards here. You know, not to say that they're all playable, but in certain situations they can be playable, so it's pretty nice. See how it shuffles. Oh nah, it shuffles pretty way too smooth actually. But yeah, that's definitely it's nice to have it all organized now, so I can sort through it, see what anyone needs. Japanese bulk also will probably go in, so keep this separate. Probably we'll do the Japanese first. I think that might be the move. Have all the Japanese first, so get all the weak stuff out the way. Then I'll start with the English trainers. Oh, yeah. Actually, I'll keep this here. Yeah, all the English trainers, or the A specs at least. Start with all the A specs. Then move on to the playable regular Pokemon, such as these, or not playable, just Pokemon in general. Honestly, I'll throw this in with the collector stuff, but throw these over here. Damn, they're all, like almost all psychic type. That's crazy. But yeah, throw all those together. Or maybe I'll do the bulk hits first. Or maybe I could just sell these off, to be honest. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I don't see myself using these at all. Like, yeah, like Wug Trio maybe. Pal says whatever. Like, again, these are like dollar cards. Someone might want them, but I'll definitely trade these in. All the V cards as well. Like, no one really likes these. Try to price them out, see if anything is worth a couple more bucks. I know this was playable at a certain point, and the Luminion was playable, but I know Luminion's cheap. Rotom was playable, and the 9 Arceus fees. So yeah, I'll probably figure out what to do with those after. The VMAX, they're whatever, duplicates, nothing new. And then all the playable cards will stay together. Apex and playables, playable Pokemon right after that. And then, so we got the Japanese first. Playables. And then the collector stuff will be at the end. Radiance, honestly, I don't really need this many Charger Bugs. So, I don't know, I'll keep them just in case. They'll go right behind the actual collectibles. These 2 piles probably will go straight for sale. Unless, I don't know, someone I know needs them, but like I don't see any use for any of these cards. So I'll probably trade them in my local card shop one of these days. And then, yeah. Hopefully we can move forward with everything else. Did I throw an Espeon in here? Because I know that Espeon might be worth a little bit bread. Just because it's a separate EX. So I guess I'll keep this separate. But yeah, that's definitely something to consider. Everything else, I just gotta make sure don't get lowballed on these prices. And then after all that, so the actual binder will be this. So we'll have the Japanese cards, then the playable cards, then the playable Pokemon. I think that makes the most sense. And then I'll have all the collector stuff over here. Basically all the collector stuff. I know, like, no one, I'm sure a collector pulling this would find this nice, but yeah, we'll just have to throw that over there. And then move all of these extras basically out the binder. We still got to figure out a way to how I'm going to add new cards and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching me yap for like 40 minutes, 50 minutes about dumb things and what's gonna happen and whatnot. And seeing this crazy organization happen. Appreciate that. See you guys later.